Mahotsav celebrations in Kangpokpi district. Chief Minister N. Biren says every land in Manipur belongs to government and it has authority to use those lands for public welfare. MPCC Vice President K. Meghachandra asked why COVID positivity rate and mortality rate failed to decline in Manipur. Manipur reports 432 new COVID-19 out of 3,204 samples tested in 24 hours. Death toll reaches 1,204 with new 8 deaths. And India logs 39,796 new COVID-19 cases, 42,352 recoveries and 723 deaths in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 97%. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm Premi Thangjam bringing you the news in details. As celebrated week-long across the country, the state government took up mass tree plantation program at Mangjol village and Kanglatongbi, Kangpokpi Reserved Forest, Kangpokpi district today to mark the 72nd Van Mahotsav 2021. Chief Minister Nongthomban Biren laid dignitaries in planting trees at the program organized by State Forest Department. It was the first ever tree plantation program being taken in a reserved forest area in connection with Van Mahotsav in the state. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren said that every land in the state belongs to the government and it has authority to use those lands for purposes which are meant for the development and welfare of the people. He appealed to the public to cooperate in the development policies and projects taken by the government and refrain from thinking that their lands independently belongs to them, stating that none is authorized to take any activity, whether construction or destruction, in reserved forest area without the permission of Forest Department. He urged the encroachers to stop carrying out any activity in the reserved forest for their living and approach the government authority for alternative arrangement. He also instructed the Superintendent of Police of the district and concerned authorities to meet those encroachers and make them aware of the scheme and policies introduced by the government for alternative ways of earning without affecting the forest areas.
Every land in the state, in the country, belongs to the nation, and every land in the states belongs to the state. State government, wherever the Thangjam lambi pakthokpada thugai gribi yum mayam BOC the thugai griba whenever government wants for a purpose, lands belong to the government. Other side akoi independent way hangabadong tobudo madu mind we should live together. Nangi lam na poto, that is your property. Kanantana soy.
Taking part in the event, Forest Minister Awangbaw Niumai raised concern on the alarming rate of deforestation in the state. He informed that about 400 square kilometers of forest had been cleared every year, and with this rate, the state would lose almost all of its forest cover in the near future. He stressed on the need for people's participation in saving forest areas by planting more trees and stopping deforestation, as Forest Department alone cannot take all such activities with its few manpower. Taking part in the event, Rajya Sabha MP and Titula King Laisembasana Jauba pointed out that large-scale deforestation and environmental degradation must be one of the major factors for certain diseases causing harm to human lives. MLA Kangpokpi Nemcha Kipgen, Additional Chief Secretary M.H. Khan, Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and HOFF Manipur, Dr. A.K. Joshi and other government officials attended the program, among others.
Forest natural oil lehansi maramdi forest layer trabde koi hingu agadori haibani plantation dobase koi forest department and the Manipur government law sing dogunate upami amu law dogunate. We only plan, we want that this forest remain and be useful to the people haibakhatani aduna mayam cooperation piraga akoi plantation se phajana tawrbadi hauji climate change akoina niti gi feel tawra le ribasi ngasi de gi thabak tawwa haure haraga akoi sa ni sabu save tawwa thabak se pangthok tarbadi a day a time will come that it is too late to save ourselves maramdi upambi amang ngasi thabse maturity oigdawse it will take 10-20 years.
Vice President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC MLA K Meghachandra has asked the central expert team to find out why COVID positivity rate and COVID mortality rate have failed to come down in Manipur. Speaking to media during an online press conference today, MLA K Meghachandra welcomes the two-member central team led by additional DDG and Director Emergency Medical Response Dr. L. Swasticharan, who reached Imphal yesterday to monitor the surging COVID cases in the state. He urged the expert team to figure out as soon as possible why COVID pandemic went out of control in the state. The Congress MLA also expressed disappointment that government has failed to control COVID situation in a non-populous state like Manipur when it has been by and large controlled in other heavily populated states of the country.
Despite of all these activities of the state government, Karigi Sivaki Chang si Hantadribano, Karigi positivity rate, positive Ovaki case si Hantadribano, Maramasina, Masi Hantadabasina Maramutanda, Central team, Lakana, Manipur Tongan Tonganba, two members, Team Sina, Nasi, Manipuda, Satariba, COVID control Taunava, Amadi, Masigi, positivity rate, death rate, Asina Simba. Tathadaba sum hengal question simba siga mari dena laga Manipur da COVID management ki issue da COVID management ki laiba hujik chathariba state government chathariba sidaista kari da soida ibano testing da asina simba contract tracing COVID appropriation behavior hospital beds logistics vaccination asina simba mayam si asoiba lairaba.
Taking part in the press meet, MPCC Vice President MLA TH Lokeshwar termed the recent state visit of BJP National General Secretary Organization BL Santosh to hold political meeting amid the critical juncture of COVID-19 situation in the state as unfortunate. He added that such act is a solid proof that BJP only vies for power instead of serving the public. MLA TH Lokeshwar appealed to the public to take utmost care against COVID-19 instead of relying on the government who cares only for power. He encouraged people to get vaccinated against COVID-19 and follow necessary SOPs.
Manipur laiba hukije sibi chang da laiba degi positive chang handu ya dri se kari maram degi no adu thido ko la trai na khalu bune kanai to ga karam expert hajalaga bhai se phagadagi haina ogeda na yamna ko khanda saw no khanjaru bune adu di oram da na kamai to ga BJP kana se party ma pon kangala ga bhoch kamai kaji ga do khana sakre kari gi damukta central team hariba maming lerba kogi BJP general secretary so yamla kusda wahi madaba humi laiba dupu kari damukta COVID-19 je kamai to da pandemic se kamai da huji here wang heliba sibisang heliba degi puje se kamai to na phagadagi amata khanar da se mai degi laiba.
Manipur reported 432 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 3,204 samples tested in the last 24 hours. All the infected persons are civilians. COVID positivity rate on July 5th stands at 13.48%. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room press release this afternoon, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 72,718, out of which 5,974 are active cases. 8 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,204. On the positive note, 609 people recovered in the last 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases in the country to 65,540. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 19.12%. All the necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. Manipur Health Department is making all-out efforts to ramp up COVID vaccination rate in the state with an aim to prevent the possible outbreak of third wave of coronavirus pandemic. State Health Society National Health Mission Manipur organized one-day advocacy program cum panel discussion for faith-based organizations on the topic strengthening of COVID-19 vaccination today. Principal Secretary Health and Family Welfare V. Vulmang gave keynote address at the program held at All Manipur Baptist Convention MBC Church in Chingmairong. Dr. Shashi Kumar Mangang, Additional Director, MD DHS, gave an overview of the COVID-19 pandemic in Manipur, and State Mission Director of National Health Mission, Dr. N. Siamjai, stressed on the importance of COVID vaccination. Dr. Shyamjai said getting vaccinated against COVID-19 is the only sure means to protect oneself from the deadly disease. He asserted that rate of COVID-19 infection is lesser among inoculated among people, informing that rate of COVID vaccination in Manipur and the country is still less as compared to other countries. He appealed to everyone to come forward to get the vaccine ZAP. It may be mentioned that a total of 738,631 people have received COVID-19 vaccine shots in Manipur till July 4th, of which 652,691 have reached the first dose and 85,940 have received the second dose. Leaders attending the program have called for joint efforts in raising awareness on the benefits of getting inoculated against COVID-19.
서로 온 독백이 아마도 거의 깎고 레모리가 서로 아니세 거의 양 투나 깎고들갈래 마시 깎들어가디 아코이 마니푸르다 아코이 얌나 아와바 파문 머신 행각도디 호스탈 사라가 파문 머신 행각다나 pesa mayam ama tingwago honabodi akoi vaccine kapaga koi lena sideng apthousi vaccine kapa midi mahi changasu mahi changge hebdi ade vaccine kapaga mahi chang ko yai changa ga yam mai loga lok thungbadang na toba ko chumnagi fever viral fever ena koi na mamangeda aitesina lok thungba ena haibodo adumai tawga tokpiya aduna vaccine kapa matungda akoi 92% se samagi manungda 92% hostan da lakwa hande and hostan da lakwa handaragadi hostan ji dakar leido handarakani hostan gi dakar leido handaradi government da sathingbuju halani misi.
Deputy Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Kongkham Robin Ro, has also called upon on the eligible people to get vaccinated against COVID-19. He was speaking on the sidelines of mass vaccination drive again organized under his initiative. BJP Mayang Imphal Mandal organized a drive along with District Administration Imphal West. Mayang Imphal PHC Joint Committee on COVID-19 and local clubs at Meherul Ilm Madrasa in Mayang Imphal, Bangun today. Taking part in the program, member of Joint Committee on COVID-19 Abdullah Pundray Mayum appealed to those concerned to stop spreading rumors about COVID-19 vaccine. BJP Manipur State Executive Member Oinam Malesh has urged everyone to get vaccinated to prevent from possible third wave of COVID-19 infections. He was speaking on the sidelines of a mass vaccination drive organized by Health Department and 6 clubs of Hyangthang in Nauria, Pakhang, Lakpa constituency under his initiative today. LJP leader cum Langthabal MLA Karam Shyam has stressed on the need to elect a right representative for a better society. He added that a true leader will work with sacrificial spirit for the welfare of the society. The MLA was speaking at the 75th birth anniversary of LJP National President Ram Vilas Paswan, observed at Langthabal Myrian Khong Rising Club office today. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portrait of Ram Vilas Paswan on the occasion. MLA Karam Shyam praised former LJP National President Ram Vilas Paswan as a commendable leader of the nation. He said, Ram Vilas Paswan was born in a Dalit family and he joined politics at an early age. During his lifetime, the late leader served as Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha MP several times and also served as Union Cabinet Minister and worked for the welfare of the nation. MLA Karam Shyam said people remember Ram Vilas because of his good deeds. Cash reward of 10,000 rupees to volunteers of Haurabi Centre, which recorded the highest vaccination coverage for Langthabal constituency. He also gave away cash prize of 10,000 rupees to Thoibi Pundongbam from Hairok, who gave the most satisfactory answer to his Facebook post competition, stating that around 8,000 people of the constituency have been vaccinated during the first phase. MLA Karam Shyam said further vaccination drive will be conducted in phased manner. The MLA informed those eligible people who are yet to be vaccinated to contact him or his volunteers.
At the primary health center, community health center, mobile at the Kapo was widely vaccinated over game Mapan Gimanunda, game Amayan Kangala, Madu Sakuna, recognize the Moyu, encourage the winner. Already got Hamba, up to 250 Catalan mobile winners of the cars. At the 250 target was 452 cars. Another game, similar to 337 vaccines.
People are ignoring the corona curfew imposed in Imphal city, clearly proven by the increasing heavy traffic presence. Impact News brings you a special report.
Heavy traffic presence on the street of the Imphal city makes a mockery of the corona curfew being imposed with an aim to curb the spread of the coronavirus and the ward of the possible third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic in Manipur. It is questionable as to who is responsible for monitoring the situation and ensuring that the restriction of corona curfew are abided by the public in strict manner. Manipur government had extended the coronavirus-induced curfew in 7 districts of the state till July 10 in the wake of rising COVID positivity rate, with some relaxations with regard to agriculture, horticulture, MG Narega, and the opening of stationery, optician, vegetable and grocery shops within restricted hours. It is doubtful if all the vehicles plying on the street of the Imphal city are related to essential services. Impact News came across traffic police nabbing miscreants who had failed to wear helmets and those without necessary vehicle documents, but no police personnel were seen nabbing curfew violators as they used to do before. This is R.C. Mangansa with camera person Namairapun Bichorjit, Impact News, Imphal.
Police evicted illegal structures from Koirengi crossing till Thongkong Kaikol Road this morning. Imphal East Additional SP Line Operation and Haingang Police Station OC led a team including personnel of Imphal East Police and staff of SDC Haingang and demolished illegal structures constructed by encroaching the highway. They demolished illegal structures including shops and houses along the highway. Police said the drive was carried out upon expiry of the deadline served to remove the illegal structures by the encroachers themselves. Convener of Joint Teachers Forum JTF and Apex body of primary till higher secondary teachers under Department of Education S.M. Jadumani has urged the state government to issue an accurate ROP order for the primary and secondary teachers within July 12. Els warned that the teachers will launch intense agitations and boycott HSLC and HSE examinations-related activities. Speaking to media at CC Higher Secondary School campus today, M. Jadumani asserted that the forum has launched several protests since 2019 and even submitted a memorandum to the Chief Minister demanding to issue an accurate ROP for the teachers, but to no avail till date. Mentioning that ROP for teachers under higher education and state government employees have already been issued, he condemned the state government for sidelining primary and secondary school teachers. M. Jadumani urged the state government to fulfill their demands within the stipulated time, else warned that the teachers will form a result committee of HSLC and HSE exams and boycott all exam-related activities. Members of the forum, primary and secondary school teachers took part in the press meet.
December da cabinet na ayaba bibiduna jasingi ROP choidna pirigani haiba pari lobby kre adubo ngasi phawda Manipur sarga ki makhada leiba employee punamaki ayaba ROP thopi kre marang na hadasu ROP 2019 asigi asumba 7 p ga manaba structure ma higher education की वजह से किसी भी करे असी उबीरे हर का काय कुन जरा बा हरी लेने बा डिपार्टमेंट की अथॉरिटी ना लाली बता ट्राइन थोई थातरे 2021 बाबू मनुदा असुम बो वजह से की आरओपी बीबी रबोटी एसएसएलसी एग्जामिनेशन अमसुम हायर सेकेंडरी फंक्शन की एग्जामिनेशन की परीक्षा से वजह से ना याव दबे कन बा फंक्शन दौर कन है ना वजह से ना थमजरी.
On that note, it's time for a small commercial break. We'll be right back. Go on.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas. Large classroom, big library, even smart classes we have now. Expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start. 'Cause it all begins with you. UNESCO School, excellence in education. are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas. Large classroom, big library, even smart classes we have now. Expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, 'cause it all begins with you. UNESCO School, excellence in education.
Welcome back after the break and you're watching Prime Time English Bulletin. India reported a total of 39,796 new COVID-19 confirmed cases during the past 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, country's COVID tally stands at 3,585,229, out of which 4,82,071 are active cases. India reported 42,352 recoveries in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases in the country to 2,97,430. India's recovery rate stands at 97.11%, while that toll has reached 4,02,728 with the addition of 723 new COVID-19 fatalities. Over 35 crore 28 lakh people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 18 crore 46 lakh 79,000 people. Above 39 lakh 95,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 16 crore 89 lakh 97,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 47 lakh 84,000 in the world. Centre has provided over 36.97 crore COVID vaccine doses to states and union territories so far. More than 2.1 crore balance and unutilized vaccine doses are still available with them. Union Health Ministry said the government is committed to accelerate the pace in expanding the scope of COVID-19 vaccination throughout the country. The vaccination drive has been ramped up through availability of more vaccines, advanced visibility of vaccine availability to states and union territories for enabling better planning by them and streamlining the vaccine supply chain. As per the nationwide vaccination drive, Centre has been supporting the state and union territories by providing them COVID vaccines free of cost. Rajya Sabha MP Titulia Kingley Sembasana Jauba emphasized the importance of women in the progress of development of a society. He espoused the need to promote gender equality to build a prosperous society. He was speaking at the birth and death anniversary observance of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, observed at Chinga Lairin Bisanglen in Thoubal today. BJP Thoubal Mandal Beti Bachao Beti Parao cell organized the event. Speaking on the sidelines, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sharda eulogized Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee for his prodigious roles to build a united India. A tree plantation drive was also carried out around Thoubal Chinga Lairinbi to mark the occasion. BJP Shugnu M. Mandal members felicitated President of BJP Manipur Pradesh Adhikari Mayum Sarda at Umathel in Kakching district today. Speaking at the event, A. Sarda claimed that BJP late state government has brought welfare and peaceful coexistence between hills and valley people. Leaders of BJP Manipur Pradesh attended the event. Attendees planted tree saplings at Kakching Kuno High School ground to mark the occasion. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan launched Young Honey from Kamasom Valley village, popularly known as Honey Bee Village in Ukhrul district today. ICAR NEH Region Manipur Center, Lamphel and Apunba Imagi Machasing Ames Manipur jointly organized the event at NEH Region Manipur Center, ICAR Research Complex, Lamphel. Dr. H. Birkumar, Senior Principal Scientist of CSIR NEIST Branch Laboratory, Lamphel Mayang Lambam Kelendro, Vice President Apumba Imagi Macha Singh Ames and Dr. Chingakam Brajakishore, scientists, the Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development IBSD, and others attended the event. District administration's officers of Imphal West District provided fertilizers at government subsidized rate to farmers today. It may be mentioned that Agriculture Minister Oinam Lukhoi had handed over the fertilizers to district agriculture officers from the main fertilizer godown in Lamphilpat yesterday. Members of Youth Progressive Front YPF Club today felicitated newly appointed General Secretary of United Committee Manipur UCM, Ngangom Deba. The event was held by following COVID-19 related SOPs at YPF Club Playground at Yangang-Pokpi in Lamlai constituency. Imphal East District, speaking on the occasion, Ngangom Deba called upon everyone to possess sacrificial spirit, be kind, and to set aside communal differences and strive for unity. UCM President Joy Chandra Thangjam and Chairman of Yangang-Pokpi Village Committee Tokchom Ito Chobi were among those present at the event.
United Committee Hiduin dona matulik kan thokpaya de aikoi na tawgudaba aikoi na tawroidaba chana kalon kaya amade aikoi iduna ahlam chine thambirame aine hekta masi hekta kan thoktana chatpa targadi aikoi de sumyamna pirak patani koi hararom in batai miyamna aikoi bu thina chaibirakpa aikoi ga soiba ngangbirakpa aikoi da thongna pi pirak padani aikoi na nungai jari baje aikoi ningan nabalai aikoi miyam gi damak kunai sigi damak manipur ima gi damak aikoi manjin thana aikoi ngasidi
Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System is all set to observe the 6th death anniversary of Lamjing Maira Robin Hood in a subdued manner owing to COVID pandemic on July 8. Press release from the committee appealed to people of the state to lit candle at their respective houses in the evening of the day. Issue over non-allocation of proper quota of free rice under PMG, KAY and NAFSA continued unabated in the state. A conflict broke out at Kakching Ning Thauleka in Kakching constituency today after fair price shop agents of the constituency reportedly distributed only 4 kgs of rice to PMG, KAY and NFSA card holders. The disheartened beneficiaries highlighted the plights facing them due to the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic and urged the authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur holds Ban Mahotsav celebrations in Kangpokpi district. Chief Minister N. Biren says every land in Manipur belongs to government and it has authority to use those lands for public welfare. MPCC Vice President K. Meghachandra asked why COVID positivity rate and mortality rate failed to decline in Manipur. Manipur reports 432 new COVID-19 out of 3,204 samples tested in 24 hours. Death toll reaches 1,204 with 8 new deaths. India logs 39,796 new COVID-19 cases, 42,352 recoveries and 723 deaths in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 97%. And that's all we have in this edition of the Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, have a great evening and stay safe.
National Sports University Imphal is organizing its first national level online quiz competition on the